What is going on, Jason? Hope you're having a great night or good morning, whichever time that you are seeing this. I got a video here for you. First of all, thank you for reaching out to me. And I got a video here for your website and your business. And that's going to have 3 points for you. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So those 3 points are going to be content, backlinks, and citations. Then I'll show you the opportunity of taking these steps for your business and why it's going to be so important that you start doing these things. So first things first, right, is generally Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage, and that's depending on the competition and the number of keywords needed. If you're asking what a keyword is anything someone might type into Google when they're looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you can place these keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website found for. So Jason, some examples of those keywords might be epoxy flooring, Youngstown. Let's see, staining concrete, Youngstown, epoxy flooring, Mahoning Valley, and you get the idea. The list goes on and on and on with your services and your city location that you want to service, right? So towards that content side of things, I got your website here in a word counter, and we see that you're at 609 words. Not bad, but you do want to get that up to at least 1,500 for two reasons. Number one is Google doesn't consider your website an authority until you hit that 1,500 mark. And for reason number two is you want enough content so you can get all those keywords in there. You don't want to cheat yourself out of any traffic that those keywords could bring in. If we go to Alexander Concrete Coatings and see how you stack up, see how they're stacking up on their homepage with their content. We can see that they only have 227 words. Now we're using Alexander Concrete Coatings because they are one of the top. They are your top competitor over there, or one of them right now. So they only have 227, so you are beating them in that aspect. But again, you want to get that up to 1,500 for those reasons explained before, brother. So to give you some more examples of these keywords that I'm talking about, this is a tool Airs that I use and pay for monthly. There are free tools out there for you to get some of this information. This is the tool of my choice to go with, and it gives me a little more in-depth data on competitors and their websites, right? So we got Alexander Concrete Coatings in here, and let's look at what keywords they're actually being picked up for. Now let's go ahead and specifically look at Youngstown keywords for you, so I can give you more detailed keywords. So these would be an example of some keywords, right? Epoxy flooring Youngstown, concrete Youngstown. And then this would be the volume. So that's how many people are searching for this monthly in that area. And then the KD is going to be keyword difficulty. Now this is on a scale of 0 to 100. And that's going to be basically the lower the number, the easier it's going to be to rank for that word in Google. And the higher the number, the harder and longer it's going to take to rank for that. Now, when I say rank for it, I mean rank in this area right here in the organic section, right? Alexander Concretes is ranking right there for it, #1 area. So that's what I mean towards that. And then this is the amount of traffic that they're bringing in specifically for this keyword. And that's because they're only ranked number 10 in the position. So they're not doing too great of a job, but here are some of their other keywords if you wanted to take a look at them. And they're getting their most traffic in from this one, right? So on to that second point that I'm going to have for you, and that's going to be backlinks. Now, a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another, or in this case, it's going to be one website linking back to Mahoning Valley Epoxy's website right here. So these links, they act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google basically uses this to build trust in your business by seeing others vouching for you. The best example that I can give of this, brother, is it's literally like a popularity contest in Google's eyes, where the person with the most, wins, or in this case, the website with the most other websites leading back to them or pointing at them is going to win that popularity contest, that quote unquote popularity contest, right? So if we go into my tool Airs here, I have your website in here, and we see that you're at 0 backlinks currently, and you're at 0 other websites linking back to your page. If we look at Alexander Concrete Coatings, we can see that they have 45 backlinks and 8 other websites linking back to their page. So they're winning that quote unquote popularity contest, right? So you want to get those backlinks up and you want to get those websites up to pointing back to your page. And the idea is if it works for them, then why wouldn't it work for you? And we can go in here and see exactly what websites they have pointing back to them with a link. So these are the websites. You go in, create an account, make a post, put your link to your website, and get it linking back to your page. I do want to point out that not all links are created equal, so it is worth noting stay relevant to your industry, and local websites will work best. To further that point, this number right here is domain rating, and it's on a scale of 0 to 100. Now, the higher this number is right here, the more power that Google puts emphasis on this website right here. And the more power that this website has that you're getting a link from, then the more power that your website is getting, and the quicker it's going to rank in that organic section that we're talking about right here. So, more of the point of it is, you want to stay on those higher end DR ones with those websites that have more power to them. Like this right here is not worth anything, right? Stay on those higher DR rating ones. On to the last point, let's look at the Google Map Packs right here. And that's going to be a citation. So a citation is anywhere your business name, address, and phone number is exactly as it's shown on the Google business profile right here. These citations, they basically help you rank in this map pack here, which we know is extremely important for local businesses since they do generate huge amounts of revenue. To give you an example, if someone put in epoxy coating Youngstown, Ohio, you would want to be in this top 3 section right here, right? Nobody's going to click more places, or nobody's going to go to page 2 or page 3 of these Google business profiles right here. So these citations, they're included in directories like Yelp, Angie's Expertise, BBB, and there's hundreds of others I'm sure you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. For an example, if you have a Facebook business page, which you do, on that Facebook business page, you want to put your business name, address, and phone number exactly as it's shown right here on that Facebook business page. And Google would read that and count that as one citation, right? So then you have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, heck, even TikTok, and the list goes on and on and on. You want to get those citations up, right? And the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet because they constantly have bots crawling the web to see whose presence is felt most compared to their competitors. And the larger your online presence is, the more that Google trusts your business and your website. And once they start to see you more often than these cats right here, then the more likely it is they're going to rank you in that top area, which you're in the number 3 area. So my specific advice towards you would be first is get those citations up that we're talking about, and number 2, the biggest one for you is going to be get those reviews up and make sure that they are 5-star, right? So generally what I tell my clients in the epoxy coating industry is within a day or 2 of doing a job and you did a great job, right? You have a happy client or customer, go ahead and shoot them that share review form. Get more reviews than these guys and get more citations, and you'll be at that number 1 position in no time, right? 3, 4, 5 months. And you can ease. I know you've done more than jobs than just 11 jobs. So get those reviews up. Don't feel shy to go ahead and send that to them, and it'll make a real difference being in that number 1 spot versus just the number 3 spot with 1 review, right? So let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Once you start to get your content up, you've got that 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. You're putting those keywords in there for those examples that I gave you. And then next, you're starting to get those backlinks up, right? You're killing it on the backlinks. You got websites linking and pointing back to your page right here. And you're winning that quote unquote popularity contest. And last but not least, you're getting those reviews and those citations up like we talked about right here. Well, let's look at why it might be so advantageous for you and so profitable. Alexander Concrete Coatings, right? They're getting roughly 76 to 80 people to their website a month just off of doing those 3 points that we talked about, and poorly at that, right? So let's imagine that you're killing it on all 3 of those points that we talked about, and you're getting 80 people to your website. And let's say of those 80 people that visit your website, let's say only 40 decide to actually pick up the phone and call for your services. And let's say of those 40 that actually calls, you and your team only close 20 of those. I'm not too sure what your profit margins are right now, but I would imagine that 20 new jobs a month would do a bang up job for the profit in your pocket and your business's pocket. Now, mind you, there are many more keywords that you can use. I see that you service the Mahoning Valley, so there's many more keywords that you can use to drive in way more traffic than just 76. And this is just a tool I use. We don't have Google's exact numbers, but they're always higher, right? These guys aren't doing the best of jobs, but nonetheless, they are getting traffic in. And I believe that you could do a better job fairly pretty easily with these guys, right? So, yeah, this is what I do for a living, and I am creating this video in hopes that it will start generating some more leads online, brother. I do hope that it was helpful. If you do find yourself wanting more or you want to start scaling the business, man, feel free to reach out and I can help you with some more information. Or we just talk about some goals and I can do some research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. As you did take the time to watch this, I know this is a bit longer video, but I want to give you specific details to really give you some value and help you. I do ask that you leave one line of feedback. Maybe something was unclear, maybe you had another question, or maybe, heck, maybe it was great. Just let me know, brother. Again, my name's Nick O'Neill, and, feel free to reach out. My door is always open. Shoot me a message through Facebook Messenger, email, or heck, even my cell phone at 832-728-9003. Appreciate you, brother, and have a good night or a great morning, whichever one you're seeing this in, man. Have a blessed day.